All right, welcome in. This is your Open Championship Cut Sweat show. Welcome. It's more of a watch party, I think, this time around. I'll get to that in just a second, but this is going to be fun. I've been up all hours of the night. I'm rocking the Team Brooks shirt, and he went out and did it today. More on that in just a second, but let me get you all up to date with where we stand here. Let me pull this up. Boom. All right. On the left-hand side, that's your Open Championship leaderboard. It is from theopen.com. As you guys have probably seen already this week, there is no strokes gained numbers. There's no shot tracker. There's not much to really follow here. And you're right, I'm on the wrong mic.
This probably sounds a lot better. Right? Somebody in the chat can let me know this probably sounds a lot better. Welcome in. This is the Cut Sweat Show. We'll start over here. Yeah, I think so. All right, way better. I think we're good now. All right. Sorry about that. Again, Open Championship leaderboard on the left-hand side. The no strokes gained, no shot tracker, which is normally what we would follow. I guess the good news is the cut line is basically already set, right? So that's kind of what you're looking at down here. 98.5%, it's going to be +1. So now it's just a matter of who is going to make the cut and how that's going to impact your lineups. Okay. So that's what we have on the right-hand side here, which is cutsweats.com. And as of right now, at a +1 cut line, about 9% of lineups are 6 of 6s. Remember, this is a little bit larger of a cut, top 70 in ties instead of the standard top 65 in ties on the PGA Tour. And if we look at the leaderboard, again, cutsweats.com allows you to sort by ownership for any contest, for any player, for all that good stuff. We can see Jordan Spieth is the highest owned golfer on the slate. Good news for a lot of us because he is now currently tied for the lead. Jon Rahm was kind of sweaty, right, coming into this thing because he was at 1 over when the day started. Now he has made the turn. He's played 10 holes. He's 3 under. So he is seemingly safe. Matt Fitzpatrick is in. Xander is in. I'm just going in order of the most popular golfers here. Louis, certainly in. He's contending to win this thing. Brooks Koepka made 3 birdies in a row to end his round. 4 out of his last 5. He's in. Berger's in. So really, at this point, the most owned golfer who is not going to make the cut, barring some miraculous turn of events, is going to be Harris English. 17% owned. Justin Thomas is in. Patrick Reed is out. Patrick Cantlay is out, right? So there's not really so much that we can track. So what I can do is a couple of things here. Send me your DraftKings username if you want me to check out your lineup specifically here on cutsweats.com. But the other thing that I can do is I can turn this into a little bit of a watch party. And, you know, I really want to show you guys this new poster that I got over here. Right? This new poster that I have, it's a sawgrass poster. It's very minimalist. I really enjoy it. So I think we should spend some time looking at the wall this evening and kind of turn this into a little bit of a cut sweat. I think that's what we should do. And we can stare at that poster and we can see how that poster looks over time. And we can also see if I can follow along on the leaderboard. Like, for example, you know, someone like Daniel Berger, 3 under. What was Daniel Berger's ownership this week? Let's see, 18.3%, according to the friends over at Cut Sweats. Misses that one. We're going to keep a close eye on Louis. We'll keep a close eye on Xander. If there's anything you want to chat about, this should be pretty low key because as I showed, there's really no chance that this is not 1 over par. And all of the favorites are through. So if there's specific guys, here we go. Derek says, thanks, Derek. I'll pull you up here, Derek. So let's see what your sweats are. Yeah, unfortunately, Burns is killing me as well. Oh, he just made birdie, though, so he's inside the cut line. Burns inside the cut line as of right now. That might be pretty handy. Let's check it out for you. Eric Wilson, 85. And it has to be case sensitive, so hopefully you sent it over case sensitive, or maybe not. Maybe it's Derek Wilson. Like this. I'm just guessing at usernames now. Yeah, you'll have to send it over case sensitive. So what happens with Will Zalatoris? Injured himself on 15 yesterday, hitting it out of really thick rough. He would, with his round, he said he just couldn't get it back in shape. Just couldn't get ready. Woke up early, tried to get some physio work in. Couldn't make it happen. Couldn't make it happen. DJ making a little bit of a run here. Let's see what Dustin Johnson's up to. Brooks makes a run to make sure that he's within arm's reach. He's on 11, putting for birdie. DJ made the turn in 2 under. He's currently 5 back. By the way, what Colin Morikawa did is pretty special. There's a really good chance that he beat the field average or beat the wave average by 3 shots because he was on the worst end of all of it. Like he was in the wave that was 3 shots worse. We'll see how that shakes out, but yeah, really special stuff. Here's my favorite poster. Also, I happen to know that DJ's putting for birdie, a very long putting chance here, or a very long birdie chance here. It's on the way. He leaves it 3 feet short. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how that goes. But the top of the leaderboard, of course, Morikawa, Spieth, Oosthuizen, but we are looking down here for some of these sweaty cuts. You know, the Sam Burns of the world, who is currently on 15. Haven't seen him on any coverage, but he made birdie on 14 to get himself within the cut line. Sergio Garcia, well within the cut line, 3 shots clear of it. Hitting his approach into 10. That's pretty darn good. That looks like it's 4 feet. All right, here's Spieth. While we do that, I imagine that there's not going to be a whole lot of movement in the 6 of 6 number just because there's not a lot of guys to really get in or get out here. Here's Spieth on 15. I mean, I think just Spieth just probably wins this thing. Right. I mean, there's going to be a lot of, he looks so good. He's just conjuring that magic. My heart and wallet hopes that he does win this, but here we go. Up the left-hand side, working back. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see. I'm trying to find the guy out there currently closest to the cut. It might be Sam Burns, 11% owned. 11% owned for Sam Burns. Let me try to pull you up here, Valjeezy. Or Veljeezy, excuse me. Little bit of a watch party. All right, so Veljeezy, we've got you at, so you've got 3 lineups. You are in 3 contests. Let's look at your Drive the Green lineup. Oh, yeah, baby. Jordan, Louis, DJ. So you're sweating DJ over the next couple minutes here. Berger, who has, I believe, 1 hole to play. Sink and Veerman. Wow. Very, very good lineup there. Very good lineup. Good luck with that. Do I think Grace and Herbert have a chance? Herbert has no chance last time I checked. Well, all right, let's see. Here's what we'll do. And I'll pull this up for you guys so we can kind of look through this together. We can still have this be a data-driven little cut sweat here. So while they show the leaderboard, here's Herbert. 15, 16, 17, and 18 to play. Bad news is 15 is the hardest hole on the course. You can see it's playing about a half shot over par. Good news is 16, 17, 18, all under par. Now, he's going to have to play these 4 in 2 under. So it is not likely, because the average score over those final 4 holes is what? A tenth of a stroke over par. A little bit easier in the afternoon. That's a good sign. So no, it is not likely, but Herbert is not dead. Okay. Herbert not dead here. But I'm worried about him, obviously. Let's go to, who is the other one? Grace? Do I think Grace has a chance? Is that what the other one was? Yeah. Grace is kind of in a similar situation, right? But he needs to play those final 4 at 3 under. So very, very unlikely that either one of them make the cut. Certainly unlikely that both make the cut. Let's see who else. Modest 75. Here's Louis' approach on 13. Modest 75. Let me get your stuff up here. Big shot there by Louis. Okay. Also, you should probably just be subscribing to cutsweats.com. I'm just showing their information behind the paywall here. It is well worth all of it. You can see the fact that you can see any single player on DraftKings, total ownership, their entries, how they're doing. Like, you should absolutely be subscribed to this. It's kind of a joke at how valuable this is. You could go and look up, all the top players, all the people that you're playing in contests, and see what their exact exposure is. By the way, Data Golf has moved +1 to 100%, which, was a kind of a foregone conclusion at this point. So let's see here. Big exposure to Brooks Koepka for you. Modest 75. Big exposure to Jordan Spieth. Big exposure to Xander Schauffele. So good news is they're all in, and 2 of those guys are vying to win this golf tournament. Cantlay's out. DJ's got some room to maneuver for you. Yeah, this is looking really good. Let's look at your contest breakdown. So here's your 40K single entry. You have a 6 of 6 there. You have 15% 6 of 6 in the 20 max. Each of these 20 maxes. In the drive the green, you have 13% 6 of 6, which I bet is more than the field, or just a little better than the field. Yeah, great. You seem to be in store for a really good weekend. So good luck with that. And as the week goes on, as you get into the weekend, if you sign up for Cut Sweats, you'll be able to see kind of more of what you're rooting for. Don't forget to hit the like button here. That goes a long way. What percentage has 6 of 6 going into the weekend? It is contest dependent, but if you go to cutsweats.com, you can see it's about 9 or 10%. A little bit contest dependent, but about 9 or 10%. Here's Rom from the middle of the fairway on 13. I know we've got plenty of Rom exposure in the chat. He was likely to be the guy that was the biggest sweat today, but oh, what a freaking dart that was. Wow. He was the guy we were probably sweating the most today, because he was, I think when the day started, he was outside the cut line, and then of course goes out and, he's 3 under. He's got another look there. Now he's playing to win. I don't know if he can win. He might be too far back, but certainly can look towards the top 10. Data Golf has it at 100% that this is going to be a +1 cut. I mean, look at this leaderboard. Morikawa, Spieth, Louis. Those guys are 3 shots clear. Then you get a couple of names like Grillo, Andy Sullivan. Then you get Paul Casey, Brooks Koepka, Scotty Scheffler, Tony Finau. Rahm's still out there trying to assert himself. DJ's still out there trying to assert himself. This is special. Yeah, so Brandon Grace made an 8. Grace was, let's see what his ownership was. Cut Sweats across the board has it at 9.3%. Just below Tony Finau and Rory McIlroy, just above Lucas Herbert and Christian Bezuidenhout. Jordan Spieth hitting his approach on number 15. I think he likes it. It's not bad. Putting from underneath the hole. Let's look at Gooch. Where is Rose? Yeah, Rose has not had himself a very good day. Now, he salvaged his outward 9 with a birdie on number 9, but he still made the turn in 3 over. So he is, he's one shot inside the cut line, right? So Rose is there, and he is, let's see how popular he was, 6.6%. 6.3% for Zalatoris, who withdrew. A little unfortunate for those guys. Gooch. What did Gooch do today? Why can't I type his name in? Gooch. Oh, man. Gooch is... Okay, here we go. So Gooch is on the number. See, now I'd love to see this on the telecast here. I don't think we're going to get to see it. But Gooch is playing the last hole, and he is on the cut number. Now, we know that 18 is playing just a hair under par. Just a hair. So it's not an easy hole. So we'll keep an eye on Gooch because he might... if he can make par, he's in. If he makes bogey or worse, he's out. Brian Harmon for eagle. Oh, he left it short. You can't leave an eagle putt short. Let's go look at Bryson. Love Bryson. And I know we'll see him on the coverage. So Bryson needs... he needs at least one more birdie. Louis trying to break out of the 9 unders right now. Pretty decent look at it. Top 70 in ties, Matthew. Top 70 in ties get in. Bryson needs to make a birdie on 15, 16, 17, or 18. He needs to play those holes 1 under. He's on 15 right now. Bryson was only 5.2% owned. And there you go. Louis breaks the tie. All by himself at the top. Wow. Very, very cool. Most bogey-free holes to begin a major in his career. If Bryson... Okay, so I didn't see the approach shot, but if Bryson has a really good look on 15, and this is Rahm for... This can't be for... Oh, it is for birdie. Wow, Rahm could get to 3. If Bryson happens to make birdie on 15, that's a pretty big gain on the field because that's the hardest hole on the course. So he would gain a shot and a half on the field on that hole alone if he makes birdie on 15. Good putt by Rahm. He's not going away. Rahm is not going away. All right, so here's the leaderboard. So here's Bryson. Apparently Bryson has a great look on 15. I did not see it. So we'll have to see that birdie putt coming in. Westwood. Let's check out Westwood. All right, Westwood just made birdie on 12, which gives him a little bit of cushion. So he is at even par, and they've gone to commercial, so we'll catch up with them in a second. Highest owned to miss the cut. So here on Cut Sweats, I can sort by ownership. And it looks like at this point, the highest owned golfer who's going to miss the cut is probably going to be Harris English. Unless he does something incredible over the following 10 holes. Because he's 6 over and he's 17% owned. After that, Patrick Reed and Patrick Cantlay. They're 2 guys that are going to miss the cut. So we've got a 17% owned Harris English. Reed and Cantlay are 16 and 15. They're both going to miss the cut. And then I guess Neiman could. We'll see how he finishes up, but he seems pretty safe. He'd have to double the last hole. Terrell Hatton would be next. He's going to miss the cut at 11%. Man, Sam Burns. We gotta kind of keep an eye. Let me start favoriting some of these guys that I want to keep an eye on here. We have to keep an eye on Burns. We've got to keep an eye on... Oh boy, we've got to keep an eye on let's keep an eye on Westwood, I suppose. Keep an eye on Bryson. Yeah. Yeah, Neiman's in. Neiman's in, no problem. All right, so I'm just favoring some guys I want to make sure we keep an eye on here. DJ, I'm just kind of interested from a how this tournament plays out standpoint. And then let's see. Who of the +2s? Yeah, Bryson's the big +2. Yeah, I got you, Mark. I'll do that here during commercial. So let's do Giant Mark 3 on cut sweats. Let's see how your lineups are looking here. I thought I saw a big Sam. Yeah, okay. So we've got a big Sam Burns sweat for you here. So Burns he's on the number. He made birdie, or excuse me, he made par on 16. He has 17 and 18 to go. If he plays him even par, he makes the cut. That's big for you because Neiman is your next biggest exposure. Let's check your contests. Do you have any 6 of 6s? Let's check your millionaire. Oh, Cantlay got you. Cantlay got you. Unfortunately, Harris English is going to get you too. So I don't think you have any 6 of 6s, but you're overweight on 5 of 6s. So maybe you can get a really good 5 of 6 in. Spieth, Reed, Scheffler, Lowry, Neiman, Bezadenhout. Trying to look for like your best 6 of 6. You have oh no, sorry. Koepka, Spieth, that could be interesting. So you're going to sweat this Sam Burns one here for a while. Louis Drive on 14. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I appreciate that. Matt says it's a great addition to your weekly schedule. I just like it. I think it's fun. I'm going to sit here and watch it anyway. Might as well watch it together. Here we go. Bryson for birdie on 15. This would move him inside the cut line. Oh, he sneaks it in. All right. Big beefy Bryson at +1. That's huge. That's huge. Because not only did he make the birdie that he needed to make, but that was a shot and a half he gained on the field on that hole because that was the hardest hole on the course and he made birdie on it. Come on, DJ. I have DJ in oh, that was a friendly bounce. Go in. That was very friendly. I have DJ in the high roller one and done this week. I'm not thrilled about it. Oh, Spieth just made bogey. Wow. So that's going to put him 2 behind Louis. See, that's what has been happening more times than not at 15. So for Bryson to make birdie there, just really, really good. But I have DJ in the high roller one and done. Man. So I kind of just would love him to win it. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Burns is really interesting. I wish we could get a little Burns action on the coverage, but I can't imagine that's going to happen because he was the guy that was most mispriced on DraftKings. He was the guy that actually, believe it or not, he didn't get all that popular just because of how soft the pricing is. Tony Finau's in, Scheffler still out there. Man, if DJ could make, so DJ's in this. So let's see. Let me play a little if DJ can go nuts here. So if he makes that birdie at 12, let's give it to him. Okay, so he makes the birdie at 12. Then he gets 14. Maybe he makes one there. Then he gets one more coming in. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? 3 more birdies. He has a good look coming up at oh, maybe that's at 13. Not 12, excuse me. So that would be, could he get to 8 under? That might be too much to ask. Deja Voodoo on DK. 1 of 5 Milli Maker lineup should get all across the cut line. How far do you think it could climb? I'll check. Let's go see. Deja Voodoo. Excuse me. Really showing a lot of his Thompson, I guess, ever since he made that ace. All right. Contests. Milli Maker. All right. Here's Bryson on the par 3. Bryson might be dialed. Might be dialed now. Uh-oh. Still waiting on Burns. No idea on an update for him. Come on, DJ. Oh, baby. He made it. So that was 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I did so it's weird because I don't have any other exposure to him except for that high roller one and done, which is at this point I was really kind of handcuffed into who I had to play. Especially because you got to make the schedule for the rest of the year, but that's the only place I would really benefit from it. Okay, so Deja Voodoo. You have 5 lineups in the Milli Maker, but you have one. You currently have 2. We don't need to watch this Shane Lowry shot, do we? Oh, let's just watch it. Oh, look at that. Look at that shot tracker. All right, left it short. Okay, so here's Deja Voodoo on cutsweats.com. I have you currently for 2 lineups that are 6 of 6. Let's see which ones they are. Oh, it's just this one. Brooks, Louis, Smith, Neiman, Answer, Tringale. Here's Spieth's shot on 16. Also very good. Wow. That missed putt is really not great. All right, so Koepka can obviously improve. Louis doesn't have anywhere to go but up, but that's fine. So essentially he would have to win it for you. Cam Smith. Where's Cam Smith at? 15th. Okay. Neiman. He's in. Okay. See, what you want is you want like an opportunity to advance, right? So I get so many people will be like, hey, I have this lineup that's winning me 50K, but they have 3 guys in the top 5. And it's like, yeah, that's great. But like the chances of them staying there are not necessarily great. What you want is, this is kind of a pretty good distribution. You have Louis at the top, who, you obviously want him to stay there. Brooks, who could certainly move up and maybe he wins, or maybe he just moves up and finishes inside the top 3. Smith has room to improve. He's top 15. Neiman has room to improve. He's 36th. Answer has room to improve. He's 51st. And Tringale. So yeah, 15. You could definitely improve on that pretty significantly, I think. But you are a big fan of Louis. Louis, if you want to win all the money, Louis or Brooks is going to have to win it for you, and Louis is your most likely chance of that happening. So you are a big time Louis fan. Westwood, I believe, just made another birdie. He made a birdie at 12. I don't know if I mentioned that. So Westwood is he's got a little bit of cushion right now. Do I need to I don't need to refresh this, right? This is an auto refresh type of situation. Burns is apparently still on 17, which feels like he's been on 17 for a long time. If you're just popping in, this is more of a watch party than anything because the cut line has been determined, won over, and there's not a lot of guys out there really sweating the cut number. So we're just kind of sweating a little bit of everything. Sam Burns is an interesting sweat just because of his price and his situation. He's got 2 holes to go and he's on the cut number. Bryson, at this point, looks like he's going to get in, although I guess anything can happen, but he has a birdie putt coming up to give him an extra bit of cushion. And then we're just kind of seeing what's going on here. Just enjoying the time. I'd love to see what Burns is up to. That would be fun. And as of right now, again, cutsweats.com, about 9%, 6 of 6. They are showing Westwood on the playing through, but I'm not giving Capital One a free ad here. So Westwood hits his approach on 13. Great shot. Yeah, about 5 feet. So he's going to have another birdie look. So Westwood will have a birdie look to get to 1 under, which is then certainly, going to be very, very safe here. I'll pull this up for you, Luke. So Luke Bellis. Again, support these Cut Sweat guys. Go sign up, please. It makes me look bad that I just use their stuff every single week. But it's great. I love it. I love my subscription, and you will too. And I never really oh wow. Yeah, you are in a big time, Luke, you're in a big time Sam Burns sweat at the moment because you have him in 10 lineups and he's in your 6 of 6s too. What do we have going on here? So these are all Milli Maker lineups. Wow. So you have Luke. Hold on a second. As of right now, let me try this again. This might be my computer here. I think you have a ton of 6 of 6s. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 60% 6 of 6s. But it requires burns getting through. All of them do. All of your 6 of 6s have burns in them. Where's Fowler at? Is he done? Fowler's done. He's in. Fitzpatrick, he's done. He's in. Lowry's still out there, but he's okay. And then Spieth and Brooks. Wow. Yeah, you might have some legs here. Hovland, Louis. This one has, oh man, could you imagine if there was a Spieth, Louis, Koepka lineup? That would be really nice. That would be really nice. Here's DeChambeau to add a little bit of wiggle room to his round. Missed it. So he's going to stay at 1 over, which is at least a little bit more drama. What's the 6 of 6 in the 888? Asks Sean. What's the name of it? I'll search it. But I need the name of it. Still no update on Burns. No idea what he's done on 17. I feel like he's been on 17 for a long time. And zero update there. Spieth for birdie to get back the shot that he just dropped. No. Top side. Oh boy. All right. So what's the cut? What's the 6 of 6 in the 888 Mega Snowman? Oh, here we go. So you can search for any contest. Burns made birdie on 17. So all of you sweating Burnsy, and there are some really good lineups out there in the chat with Burns now at even par. Come on. That's great. That's great. Gave himself a little bit of wiggle room. 6 of 6 in the 888 is 13.9%, with 37% coming from 5 of 6. Wow. And Westwood did make that birdie, I believe. Yeah, he did. So Westwood now comfortably inside the cut line. Here's John Rahm. John Rahm is making moves here. 3 under par. Great chip. Great little chip right there. If you want me to look up your DK lineups, fire them over. This is more of a watch party than it is a cut sweat. 1 over par is going to be the cut line. Just a matter of who's making it. There's not a lot of stuff left to resolve. So we'll probably just hang until, oh, what was that, Brian Harmon? Excuse me. I spoke too soon. That was intentional because he used the slope behind it. And that is why he is a professional golfer and I am not. Wow. Here's Louis for Eagle. So whoever's out there rooting for Louis. Wow. Wow. Cold-blooded. Look at that. 12, 13, 14. 13 and 14 are supposed to be kind of hard. I guess the wind's not kicking at all. He just played his last 3 at 4 under. He's 3 clear. He's 3 clear, and then it's Morikawa and Spieth. Then they're 2 clear of those guys. Yikes. 17 and 18 are playing a tiny hair under par. So no, they're not difficult holes. They're not really easy holes either. They're basically straight up. King Louis. Wow. Special. Look at that slow motion shot. I mean, he's I don't want to say he's on the verge of running away with this because that's not true. There's 36 holes to play, but my goodness. Butter 1989, and I'll sign up for cut sweats. All right, good. That makes me feel a lot better. I'll check you out, Butter. Butter 1989. Spieth on the tee. I mean, he's got to keep contact with Louis here. And there's plenty of holes left. Plenty of holes left where this can go sideways, but he looks great. Oh, that looks way right for Spieth, isn't it? Oh, no. Perfect. Freaking first cut. Golly. All right. So who am I on? I'm on Butter 1989. Oh, yeah. You should definitely be signing up for cut sweats, by the way. Does Hughes chip this in? Is that why they're showing this? And it would be, look at this. He's going to use the slope as well. Watch this. Up to the sprinkler head, right back down. Smart. All right. They're showing Scheffler right now, but while they do that. All right, here we go. Butter 1989. You should definitely be signing up for this. So a lot of Sam Burns exposure. Unfortunately, you have a lot of Lucas Herbert exposure. And are we going to get a miracle from Herbert? I don't think we are. No, he is. Unless he holds out for Eagle on 18, unfortunately. So sorry to say that. But Burns is looking good. You do have, actually, so this Milli maker, the one that you have one entry in, Fitz, Xander, Tommy, Shane, and Adam Scott, which it's not great, but you're going to have a 6 of 6, assuming Lowry doesn't blow this. All the other guys are oh no, Rose isn't done. Actually, Rose could. You have a Rose sweat coming up. But you in theory could have a pretty good, or at least a 6 of 6 there. Here's Louis on the tee. Louis on the tee of 15. Butter, you do have this lineup. What contest is this? Oh, you can click that. That's smart. Watch. Is that new? Watch this. Look what I just did here. While they're showing Fratelli. So I saw this lineup that he has. I didn't realize you could click this contest ID. That makes a lot more sense. And then see your ownership. And see your lineups. Yes, but your 1 6 of 6 here is, let me go back and do this. Let me show you this. Here's Scheffler. That one lineup, Butter, is Spieth, Morikawa, Scheffler, Lowry, Fitzpatrick, Burns. Now that has legs. Louis might spoil that for you. But my goodness, that has legs. Sorry. No free ads. Interesting. Interesting. What is why are we saying Harris English in the chat? He's 1 under through 14. He needs a bit of a miracle here, I think. Yeah, he's got to make 3 birdies coming in. Let's see who else we were sweating here. Burns is on 18. Bryson's still on the cut, and he's going to, well, they're not easy holes. They're not hard holes. 2 normal holes. Burns is playing 18 right now. Westwood is too clear. Come on, Deej. Varner's going to miss the cut. Molinari, Leishman, Munoz. Leishman actually tried to play hero ball today. Look at that. Leishman shot a 67. Almost got back to the number, but didn't. Kirk played the opposite. What's the opposite of hero ball? Villain ball? 4 over to drop to 2 over and move outside the cut. Man, Herbert, that is really disappointing. Yeah, sink is even. He's got the par 5 to play here. 0 ball. I like that. I was derailed by 2 guys. Norin. What a donkey I am. And Herbert. That was my issue. Dang. I avoided a lot of the other kind of disasters, though. I think, I guess we'll find out. I think fading, maybe fading Rahm isn't going to end up being a good idea when he shoots the round of the day and then wins this. But, I got some sneaky exposure to Tringale. That's kind of interesting still. I do have a 22-1 ticket on Danny Willett top Englishman, which is kind of interesting. If Louis makes another, is this a replay? No, he just rolled in another on 13. No, these are highlights. Oh, thank God. I'm losing it. Yeah, Greg, I have not slept much in the last 2 days. I'm losing it over here. Thank God those were replays. Oh, man. Yeah, I actually did okay with the young guys. I believe I described the young guys as X factors. Unfortunately, I have more Hovland than I do Morikawa, but I think I did okay with those guys. Still waiting on. I mean, there's so much can change in the next couple of days, right? So much, but like Willett being top Englishman would be awesome. DJ finishing ahead of Brooks would be really good in my one and done situations. Look at Mac Hughes firing darts. DJ taps in to get to 6 under. It's crazy that he's 6 back, though. He's T4, 6 back. Look at this shot again. I don't know. Let me check the weather this weekend. Sandwich. I want like Sandwich Bay. This will be close enough. Showing Fratelli here. All right, let's see the 10-day. I could pull the AM, PM cut numbers. I'd have to do that afterwards. But I think the guys who played, what did Morikawa play? PM, AM, I think that was the worst side of it. All right, next couple days. Oh, boy, I mean... I'm not sure there's anything coming. Obviously, this can change, but Sandwich Bay. Did Louis just? Oh, this could be interesting. I mean, I hate to root against Louis. I really like the guy. It'd be very cool, but I'd at least like to see him not run away with this. So here's the wind finder. This is Sandwich Bay right now. The courses, I believe, are actually, they're like right here, right? These are the courses. Sorry, this thing is super sensitive. I don't think we're gonna get. So this is then tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow morning at 11. How about at 8? I mean, 8 to 12 miles an hour. Whoops, sorry. 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. Like, I don't think we're getting anything. Obviously, this can change, but this looks about as benign as you could possibly imagine. So I think they're going to shatter scoring records. Seemingly, that seems like it's what's going to happen. I've had Can't Lay in my lineup 3 times so far this year, and he's burned me every single time. I know. It's been hard to get right. He's won twice and burned everybody in the other ones. He's been really hard to get right. Sean, I'll check you on Cut Sweats. So username is Tiger Best Woods, all caps. Let me try. Tiger Best Woods. Is Burns done yet? No. Is Guido going to make the cut? Wow, I made an eagle on 14. Here's Rom's approach on 15. Boy, Guido's right on the number, and he's got 3 holes to play. That's going to be enough. Look at this. Look at Rom. Look at Rom. Go in. Wow. 4 feet. Rom's going to shoot the round of the day, isn't he? What is the round of the day? Well, Louis might shoot it. Morikawa is 6 under. If Rom makes that, he gets the 6 under, and he's got holes to go. Yikes. Bryson for birdie. He doesn't need it, but he can't 3-putt. Oh, no. Oh, boy. That's going to leave him with a little bit of a tester. Now, see, here we go. That's a little bit of a sweat here, because if Bryson misses that putt, which is what, 8 feet, something like that, he's probably 50-50. He might be a little bit better than 50-50. He has to birdie the last to make the cut. Oh, man. We got a Bryson sweat on our hands here if he misses that putt. Okay. Well, let me see what they're going to show. Well, here's Spieth. Spieth for birdie. No. They almost think that's coming back because they both misread it on that side. That must look weird to them. But Spieth's going to tap in. This Bryson putt, I mean, let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's like 9 feet, right? That was like 3 of Spieth's steps, kind of. That might be a 9-footer. Look at Louis. 3 clear. Okay, Burns made par. So Burns is in. So that's good. Whew. Sigh of relief. Burns did not burn us, even if just making the cut at that price was well worth it. Thank God. DJ's got to take advantage of 14. Let's go. That looks piped. Stay in the fairway. Yes. All right. This Bryson putt. Here we go. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. If he moves to this, is cut even in play? No. It's going to be +1, almost no matter what. Like 99.9%, 100%. It's going to be +1. This is for par. If he misses this, he moves outside the cut. He has to make birdie on the last. Here we go. Bryson from like 8 or 9 feet. He made it. Nails. Why is the shot tracer so inconsistent on the broadcast? I've wondered that at times too. You know what I think it is? I think what it comes down to is the shot tracer. It's more exaggerated than it really is. Like there are a lot of times you're like, oh my God, that's going way left 10 yards into the rough, and it's on the left side of the fairway. I just think it's almost more exaggerated. That's my take on it. Somebody asked me a question, and I can't remember what it was, but this is Tiger Best Woods. This is your lineups, and you should definitely have a subscription to cutsweats.com if you are playing this amount. It is well worth your time and energy. Spieth is doing great. That's awesome. McIntyre made the cut. That's great for you. Fleetwood, no problem. Casey in. All right. Oh, Guido. Can Guido make the cut for you? I mean, I wouldn't say 18's playing easy. 18's playing almost exactly to par. 100th of a stroke under par. Has it gotten easier in the afternoon? No, it's gotten harder in the afternoon. I don't agree with that. It's a very The numbers do not agree with that statement. Let's look at your actual contests here. The 40K single entry, you do have a 6 of 6, which is, wow, a Louis Spieth Casey lineup. Yeah, you might have a good weekend here. You might have a really good weekend here. Good luck. Rahm for birdie to get to 5 under. I can't believe Rahm's going to play himself back into this thing. He's going to make this, right? Wow. He played himself right back into this. This could be the round of the day. That gets him to 6 under on the day, which ties for round of the day. Morikawa shot one earlier. But he is now right back into this. No, so what I've been showing you, this feature right here, this is cutsweats.com. It is, I believe it is the only other website that I subscribe to. Like I pay dollars for, right? Like it's the only other site because I have everything on my site. So I don't subscribe to anything else. I get data from the PGA Tour. I don't need to go anywhere else. So it has to be the only other website that I subscribe to. And you should too. It's actually bonkers good. I don't know how you can search any single contest or any single player and see all of their exposure, all of the ownership. It is absolutely bonkers. Are we sweating Harris English at this point? Is that actually going to happen? 2 in a row? What are they showing? Old stuff? 2 in a row? For Harris English, he needs to play he's got a par 5 in there too. So he's got 6 holes to go. And he needs to play him at 2 under. And here are the 6 that he has to play. 13 on. So 14 is a huge opportunity. 16, 17, and 18 are all little opportunities, and he has to survive 15. Harris English kind of live. What is he on Cut Sweats? He is 17%. I kind of wrote him off earlier. Dominic says, how shocked are you about the scoring? Here's DJ. I'm not sure how shocked. I mean, listen, the only, that looks bad. Don't do this on the par 5. How much room does he have? Where's the pin? I mean, not great. This is the hole that DJ sprayed OB in 2011 on Sunday and basically probably cost himself a chance of winning in 2011. He probably wasn't going to win anyway, but he was not going to hit in that stuff anyway. I'm not, it's not all that surprising because the way the RNA does this, Spieth just sprayed one. The way the RNA does this is the defense is the wind. They can't control the wind. If there's no wind, this whole course lays down. So it has been unbelievably favorable conditions. There has not been a drop of rain all week. There has not been much wind all week, and it doesn't seem like there is going to be. So that's the defense. I think that we all assumed there was going to be more. The forecast was, and of course that changes all the time. The forecast was much stronger. So yeah, I guess I'm not all that surprised. Nelson says that Harris English has the second highest ownership in cash. That's why you probably see there was a gap between like GPP 6 of 6 numbers and cash 6 of 6 numbers, presumably because of Mr. English there. Fear the Beard says with a super chat, thank you very much. When I win $1 million in the Fantasy Golf World Championships next month, can I be a guest 1 week on your show to break down the slate? Sure. If you win the Milli at the FGWCs, yeah, you can be on. Guido made par at 16, so he has 17 and 18 to play. As long as Bryson makes par, I didn't see his tee shot. Did we see Bryson's tee shot yet? This might be it right here. Oh no, this is Louis. Correct, Ricky. +2 has no chance. It's going to be +1 no matter what. Louis is he just going to go foot on the pedal? Oh, that wasn't a good swing. A little chunky. Oh boy. Oh no. That's not bad. Says the guy sitting at his desk watching on television. Yes, the cut is going to be +1. 100%. It's a 5-hour time difference from Eastern time. Rick, you should do this live show Saturday and Sunday. I wouldn't mind it. I have CBS Sports obligations. That's really the only thing that kind of stops me, right? Like I'll go on CBS Sports HQ throughout the day, so it's kind of hard to wiggle in there. It's also why look at Justin Rose, back from the grave. Nice shot, but I wish you didn't. Like that's probably why, like when Louis' round is over here, I probably got to kick it to go record a podcast. But the cut line is settled. Everything else is pretty much settled. We're just enjoying a little watch party at this point, having a little fun. So yeah, it's just kind of other obligations, which are good. It's a good thing. I enjoy them, and they pay the bills. So let's do that. Here's Spieth. Rick, you mentioned the First Cut Pod group text. What is that like? Exactly what you'd think it would be. It's Coach and Mark needling each other, us poking fun of everyone, memes and GIFs and stuff like that. It's all that stuff. It's all that stuff. All right, Spieth from the thick stuff at 18. Spin. Yeah, you can't stop that. That's a pretty good shot. You just can't stop it. All right. I saw there was a couple of DraftKings usernames in the chat that I certainly didn't get all of them. Here we go. If you want me to check your lineups, I will. Let's see. Norin. Sheriff gonna get you. Let's look up yours. I think I remember that one from last time. Wow, you got Rom making a big move for you. Oh, Bland's got through for you. Interesting. I'll show here. They're just flashing back. I don't care. Christian Bazet note, he's going to get through for you. That's great. Rom making a big move for you. That's awesome. Here's Louis out of the sand. All right. He's got a tester for par. Bland's got through. That's nice. Hatton got you. Yeah, Hatton got you. Although you do have this 6 of 6 in a single entry, don't you? As long as Guido can get through, which he's got 2 holes to play. So if Guido can get through, that actually looks pretty good because you've got guys who can at least move up, and you'll have 100% 6 of 6 to the field's 17%. Wow, 17% got 6 of 6 through. There's not a lot of chalk biting the dust here. Keep a close eye on Harris. DJ with room to work with. Come on. Keep going. It's not bad. Have we seen any of Bryson's shots? I guess somebody said Bryson needs 2 putts from long distance. I didn't see his approach either. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Rom for another birdie. Oh no. My God. That close to being 7 under on the day. He's so good. I thought he played himself out of it on Thursday. He may not have. Could you run my lineups? Curious of your opinion on how worried / excited I should be. Okay. Let's check it out. Egan Golf. Yeah, first of all, you are another guy who should be subscribing to cutsweats.com. Because if you have this much exposure, you definitely want to see it. Come on, Dustin. Don't be afraid to make this. Don't be afraid. Wow. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? All right, here's Deegan Golf. Deegan Golf. So Sam Burns got through for you. That's great. Berger is going to get through for you. That's great. Spieth, you have a lot of exposure to. Charlie Hoffman was your worst, the guy who's going to get you here. But you have a 6 of 6 in the Fantasy Golf World Championships qualifier. Spieth missed his birdie putt. You have 50%. So you have 1 6 of 6 in the drive the green. Let's look to see what that lineup is. Or who. Okay, so okay, you have Tringale, you have Louis in half your lineup, Spieth, so it's probably that one. Interesting, pretty good. And then let's see your other contests here. Actually, let's do it this way. 12% in the Milli, which is there's so many in the Milli. 15% in the Milli for getting 6 of 6. That was Louis for par, I believe. Oh, sorry, for bogey. So first bogey today. First bogey all week, right? All right. Comes back to the field a little bit. So here's your Milli Maker exposure. Pretty darn good. Hoffman got you and Kirk got you, but you should be relatively excited. We'll see how that goes for the rest of the week. A Wright says with a super chat, thank you. Sorry, just joined. What is the current 6 of 6, 5 of 6? So it's a little bit contest dependent, but most of them are sitting at 13% 6 of 6, 35% 5 of 6 is basically where we're at. All right, so Bryson's got 2 putts here to make the cut, although he's pretty far away. Could you imagine if he 3 putts to miss the cut? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Oh yeah, there's the graphic, the kiss of death graphic. He's not going to 3 putt from. Oh my gosh, this is a tricky one too. Just leave him with like 8 feet, so we have to sweat it. Nah, that's great. That's pretty good. Because if he misses that, oh boy, that's like what, 5 feet? His brain will explode if he misses that to miss the cut. I can't do, I guess it's like an unlisted contest, Greg. I can't. It's got to be like a public contest. Guido, I'm still seeing, I think he's still on 17. Haven't gotten an updated leaderboard on that yet. Westwood continues to play well. He's now made 3 birdies in a row. So Westwood is making a move up the board there. DJ Rahm making big moves. Wow. This thing's setting up to be awesome, isn't it? Who's this, Fratelli? Oh, guess the golfer game. So good. I'll get you Broad Street Drinker. I thought it said Broad Street Dinker. Broad Street Drinker. I got you. So I'm looking this up on cutsweats.com, which you should all subscribe to. Lets you look at any contest, any golf, any user. All right, here we go. Bryson for the weekend. Bryson with 1 putt. If he makes it, he's through. If he misses it, he gone. Yeah, Fratelli was an easy one. I agree. I'm also looking on a very small monitor through a stream OBS too, so cut me some slack on a glary TV. But Fratelli is by far the easiest. Here we go. Bryson for par and the cut. I'm so scared. I got to watch it on the actual screen. Good graphic use right there. Oh, he made it right in the center. All right, Bryson's around for the weekend. Somebody asked me, a one-night stand, marry or kill the networks. Hold on, let me see if I can find that comment. How long ago was it? I didn't think it was that far back. Oh, ESPN, NBC, or CBS. I got to tell you. So it's tough. First of all, I'd have to marry CBS probably because they pay me money. But CBS and NBC are very, very similar. And ESPN has it very easy. Like, I don't think people realize how and they do a great job. Don't get me wrong, but it's easy when you have it on Thursday and Friday to just show a bunch of shots, and you don't have to worry about who's in the lead, who's not in the lead, who's whatever, right? Like, you don't have to worry about any of that. So it's very easy to do for ESPN on Thursday and Friday. I'll be interested to see how they do PGA Tour Live when they take over that next year. NBC and CBS to me are kind of the same. I think they all do too many commercials. I think that they lean on the playing through as a little bit of a crutch. And I think they should show more golf and more golfers. And I think they go a little bit too much into the story, but I don't think there's a huge difference between them. All right, here's where we're at, guys. So the cut line is set. It's 1 over par. It's not going anywhere. 1 over's the cut line. Data Golf has it at literally 100%. Cutsweats.com, which has not sent me a cease and desist for using this and showing it, which means you should sign up, has the 6 of 6 number on average about 11, 12, 13%, depending on the contest. The 5 of 6 number about 35%. I believe this is, hold on, let me make sure who I have here. This is Broad Street Drinker. I'm looking at your contest right now. I don't think I've shown this yet. Wow. Louis in more entries than anybody, and he's in first place. That's pretty good. Is there a promo for Cut Sweats? Just pay the money. I don't know. No. Type in. No, I don't know. Just, it's well worth it. Whatever it costs, it's well worth it. Scotty Scheffler is in the second most lineups. He's doing great. This you might be in for a pretty good lineup. Look at this. Look at this, actually. Look at you go. Oh, they're all kind of spread out, but you have 6 of 6s everywhere. How about the drive the green? 25% 6 of 6 in the drive the green, which is probably twice the field average. Your overweight, your biggest overweights are Lowry, who's in 23rd, Scotty, Louis, Burt. Dude, go win the money, bro. Go win the money, bro. This is great. I love this. You might be in for a really good weekend. I'm stoked for you. Good luck. Good luck. Keep an eye on Guido. How is it possible that we don't have an update on 17? He's been on 17 for like an hour. Cut Sweats need to sponsor this watch party. I actually think it's the opposite. I'm just like straight up using their thing. I'm just happy they haven't emailed me yet. But it really is the perfect tool for this. Can these people with great DK lineups quit rubbing it in our faces? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. There we go. Still don't know about Guido. Harris English was trying to play hero ball. He's got he's on 14 right now, which is a par 5, but oh no, that's the easy one. I was thinking of 15. Apologies. This is his chance. He's got to go get one at 14. Why are we showing Justin Rose? I thought he was dead. I thought Justin Rose was dead. Now he's back. Back from the grave. Go away, Justin Rose. Go away. Go down that. Go. Oh, that's fine. Guido made bogey. Well, that's not good. That moves him outside the cut line. So now he's got to make. Now Guido has to make birdie on the last to get through. Unfortunately. What are the 36 hole stats? How close do you have to be to win now? Within how many strokes? I mean, I can kind of guess for you, if that would be nice. It's going to be weird because Louis it's going to depend on if Louis can extend or not. Because he's already too clear, and then there's kind of a big gap to the sevens. The T7s are 5 back right now. That's kind of a pretty big gap. So if Louis stays at 11, that really narrow. Well, because he's just one guy though, so maybe not. I would say if we go to the weekend and 11 under is the lead, the 5 unders are probably still live, but it would be really hard to make up 7 shots. The good news is you could make up, if Louis just completely fell off the face of the earth, the 4s would only have to make up like 5 shots. But I think if we stay where we're at right now, which is like right here on the left, the 5s are very live. Ramen up. So that's about 15 guys at the moment. That's what I think. Who is this? Rom in the hay on 17. I'm going to probably wrap this when Louis is done. I have to go do a podcast for CBS Sports after that, but we're settled on the cut line. This is just a fun watch party we're having right now. Keeping an eye on a couple things. English trying to play hero ball. Guido needs a birdie on the last. Bryson's already in. See how low Rom and DJ can go. What a shot. Sit down. Hard to spin it off that hay. Yeah, there's been no wind, Matt. This should have been a lower or I guess higher scoring event too. Just no wind anywhere. Any hope here? Let's see, Gil. Here's Louis. Louis is really going to dictate a lot of who's still in this thing on the weekend from 75 yards. Wow. See, now it's really interesting. Because if he makes another bogey here and he moves it to 10, now those 4s are probably still live. DJ, how is this his 3rd? What happened? Well, that's not good. I need him to make that. Is that 1L? Or what is your username? Is it GIIJR or GLLJR? Scotty Scheffler with another birdie. Might be GLL. GLLJR. Okay, I got you. Fratelli. Is Louis and all of his runner-up finishes in majors the equivalent of Pam and Rory's 7-year engagement? No. I don't know what the parallel there would be. Louis had success at the very start, but then could never get over the finish line. So maybe that's no. I don't know how that. I don't know. I appreciate the office reference, but I have no idea how that works. DJ drove it into a pop bunker. Great. If the weather stays like this, final score prediction. God. I mean, if this is literally an unbelievable scoring fest. I assume the pins will get a little more tucked. Pressure will ramp up. 18 under. I don't know. I mean, if it's prime conditions. Louis putting this pretty smart, but he's still going to have 12 or 15 feet for par. All right, Gil. What are we watching here? Garcia for birdie. Nobody cares. I'll tell you what happens. All right, Gil, you got some 6 of 6s here. Let's see. Sergio made it. You have a Bryson Spieth Morikawa lineup. That's kind of interesting. Bryson Spieth Morikawa, Berger, Snedeker, Rye, Xander, JT, Morikawa. Yeah, I like those first two a lot. This one has Burns and Fit. Let's check this one. This one could be really interesting. This one could be really interesting because your leverage is on Berger. That's fine. Morikawa, great. Burns, that's fine. Ooh, Zalatoris got you here. But that's okay. You still have a lot of leverage on. Oh, no, you don't have any leverage on Louis. Why does it think you have leverage on Louis here? You have 0%. This is 19. You should have minus 19%, shouldn't you? Am I misreading this? This is everybody's ownership. This is your ownership. You have some decent sweats here, for sure. DJ missed that putt for par, so he's going to drop one back. Oh, a Spieth interview. I don't have the sound on here, so here's what we'll do. We'll check another one. So K pot 22. You're not missing anything on the wall with my poster on it. K-Pot. Here you go. This 3 max hybrid, you have two 6 of 6s. This is kind of interesting, which is going to put you way over the field. And here they are. Spieth, Morikawa, Finau, Neiman, Wallace, Horsfield. Where's Horsfield at? Again, you're not missing anything on my poster. Horsfield 52nd. Good. Wallace ended up making the cut, right? Yeah, oh wow, he played well. Okay, 2 under, and then Neiman, we know he's in. Yeah, that's got some legs. Especially if Spieth and Morikawa, like I don't listen. I would love to have the guy who's in the 36-hole lead, but I would love to have the opportunity to have 2 guys kind of pass him. So that's pretty good. Louis for par. Wow. Big time. Big time. Big time, Louis. Harris English still playing this par 5, apparently. Matt says, can English make birdie on 14? He already... Oh, sorry. I was misreading. I hope so. I mean, he's been playing this par 5 for a long time. He needs to make that birdie, and he needs to make... You see how quick I just clicked that during the playing through? You didn't even see what the commercial was. That was amazing. So here's English. He's got to make birdie here on 14. That would move him to 2 over, and then he'd have to make 1 more coming in. They are showing in the playing through. DJ missed the putt. It was a pretty good putt. Still waiting on an update for English. Guido needs to make birdie on his final hole. No idea where he's at because there's no shot tracker. But he's on the last. Burns is already through. I can uncheck him. Westwood, he did give one back, but playing well. I'll uncheck him. You're not missing anything. Although they are showing Dustin Johnson. He's got like 4 feet for bogey. I'm a little nervous about that. All right, he made it. Guido needs a birdie coming in. English needs 2 of them, but he is on a hole that he should be able to. If Migliozzi and Molinari both finish at +2, will I get paid for top Italian? You should check the rules of your book, but the good books will do a dead heat on that. So however many people are tied for that position, you would divide the odds by that number. So if you got Guido at 10-1 for round number's sake and 2 people tied for top Italian, You divide that by 2, they should pay out 5-1. The good books will do that. Use the dead heat rules. If you got him at 2-1, you get even money or something like that. So you'd have to check the rules. Hopefully you made that bet with a regulated large good book. They're still in playing through coverage, so I'm not going to give the free ads. Cut sweats still showing. We've been hovering around this kind of 10 to 12 to 13% 6 of 6 number. Again, it is always contest specific. If you look at like the Millionaire Maker, which would be, here's the $10 one, here's the ownership there. So we've got the biggest guy who's going to whiff is well, it might not be Harris English anymore unless he plays hero. If he plays hero ball here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But as of right now, it would be Patrick Reed, 15% owned. He is not going to make the cut. Okay, we're back. We're back to the poster. The poster is exciting again. And John Rahm is just trying to put a special little cap on this round. Yeah, Andy's right. I mean, if Harris English makes equal, if Harris English gets inside the cut line, the 6 of 6 number is going to increase fairly significantly, I would imagine. All right, Louis on the last. So this is my last hole here. I'll have to run after this. Appreciate you guys hopping on. A little fun little watch party. I wish there was a shot tracker. I wish there was a lot of things for this event like strokes gained metrics and all that stuff, but I wish I could. So we're just having a little watch party instead. Hit the like button while you're here. I appreciate that. If you could be PGA production and DFS czar for a day, what changes would you make to everything to better the product? Well, I think it's pretty simple. Simple. First of all, they got to make more data publicly available. They've got to have shot tracker at every single event so that there's strokes gained for every single event. You have to do it. It's your own proprietary stat. It's valuable to you, right? The PGA Tour can charge out the wazoo for strokes gained data, but you can't have, 20% of the events not have it. That's part one. Can Justin Rose just go away? Part two, for the coverage, it's pretty easy. Thursday and Friday, the goal is show as many shots as possible. I don't care where they come from. Show as many shots as possible. Show them from the popular golfers. So you could partner with DraftKings and you could say, all right, here are the 5 most popular golfers on DraftKings. We're going to show a lot of their shots. You could go to, William Hill and get a sponsorship there and say, okay, who are the golfers that all the biggest bets are on and who has the most handle coming in? Let's follow those golfers around. Thursday and Friday is very easy. You show a lot of shots and that's short for show. You show a lot of shots and you do it for guys who are popular. As Thursday's winding down, you make an emphasis to consider the first round leader. Who's going to be first round leader? Here's DJ on 16. On Friday, you do a heavy focus on the cut sweat. Okay. Then Saturday and Sunday are actually pretty easy too. Guido made par. He's out. Good shot by DJ there. Maybe he can get that one back. And Harris English, we still don't have a resolution on 14 yet. So Guido's gone. So sorry for those guys who were sweating him. So Thursday and Friday are pretty easy. Then Saturday and Sunday are kind of easy too, right? Because Saturday and Sunday is when books do all the matchups by playing partners. So now you should be getting resolutions every single time a group finishes 18. You're getting a resolution to a bet. Outside of that, you could, as every group makes the turn on 9, where you have cameras, you could say, oh my gosh, Harris made eagle. Harris English has made eagle on 14. I thought Andy was kidding. He was not. Harris English has made eagle on 14, and he is on the verge of playing hero ball because he is currently inside the cut line. Now he's got 4 holes to play. 15 is difficult. 16, 17, 18, they're whatever. But Harris English currently inside the cut. So I'll see if, before I have to sign off here, we'll see if, we'll see how much that jumps up the cut number, the 6 of 6 number when Harris gets through. Wow. Huge change. Hero ball from Harris. So as I was saying, when they make the turn, you could say, okay, wow, Harris English is 2 shots up on so-and-so. There's 9 holes to play in this matchup. That's very easy to do. You get a resolution every single time. You start to build the drama for Sunday. Then Sunday, not only do you have, okay, who the eventual winner is going to be, but, oh man, here is a putt for for Brian Harman to finish inside the top 10. You don't have to explicitly make everything about gambling. You don't have to throw out the odds everywhere because that might bother people. But it would be like, if you cut to someone and was like, hey, this putt for Brian Harman is for him to get inside the top 10. Here's what the top 10 score is going to be. You're speaking, the people who want to hear that as a top 10 wager are hearing it. And the people who don't care don't know any better. It's very easy to do. Just change your mindset. Rahm from position 1A, dead in the middle of the fairway, staring it down. Can't see it into the sun. Great line. Release. Dude, Rahm's so good. So that's the answer to, if they put me in charge, that's how it would work. And I don't think it'd be that difficult. Don't think it would be that hard. But what do I know? I can't believe Harris English made eagle. Yikes. So that is going to be, so now if that stays that way, so via cutsweats.com, if Harris English stays in, Patrick Reed is going to be the golfer highest owned across the board to miss the cut. Him and Cantlay, both about 15, 16%. But there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 golfers who have a higher ownership. The 9 highest owned golfers will all have made the cut, assuming Harris English gets through. I know, TJ. I hated that. But they took Bryson and DJ in front of me. And I got nervous and I just said the first name that came out. Clark says there's always one chalk guy who makes the cut on the number and smashes it on the weekend. English is the prime candidate. You're not wrong. Especially if things get more difficult. If it's just like going to be this scoring record after scoring record thing, it's going to be harder for somebody to do that because they're going to have to shoot like 63. But yeah, man. All right, Louis walking up 18 here, so I probably got to bounce here shortly because we're going to record this podcast. I got another couple minutes. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let me put a bow on this for everybody. Hit the like button while you're here. That goes a long way. The cut is going to be +1 no matter what. Basically, as long as Harris English gets in, that's the 9 golfers who are the most owned are all going to make the cut. That's going to make the 6 of 6 number. It's going to jump up when Harris English updates here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But the 6 of 6 as of now, about 12%. It will go higher than that. You should sign up for Cut Sweats. It is amazing. And the only site that I pay money for. So you should too. Additionally, if you think if the score is going to be about 11 under, heading into the weekend, I think the 5s are very live. 5 under is very live. The 4s are going to be a lot more difficult. And seemingly I don't think the weather is going to change all that much. It looks very much similar to what we saw in the last 2 days. Which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have seen a little bit of carnage, but it seems that's the way this is all going to shake out. Hopefully the wind kicks up. Pretty good shot by Scotty Scheffler. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to convey. This was fun, kind of a little watch party action. Glad you guys enjoyed staring at my poster for the majority of the afternoon. This is for birdie for Rahm, right? Let's see if he makes this. I'll sign off after this. Let's see if he makes it. And if you want to go watch the First Cut podcast, we'll be live on that YouTube channel just a couple minutes after Louis finished. Rahm for birdie on 18. He's already 6 under, I think, right? Yeah, man. This would be for the round of the day. Round of the day putt right here. Look at that look. Turn. Oh, he left it short. All right, guys. Much appreciated. Appreciate you hanging out. A lot of fun as always. See you next Friday, 3M Open Cut Sweat Show. Hit the like button on your way out and enjoy the weekend, man. We're gonna have an Open Championship winner. Enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys soon.